Alrighty, thank you so much for having me with you guys today, this afternoon, to read you a story and share the story that I think is super fun and has a lot to learn from, okay? So we are going to read Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, a Cuban folktale, retold by Carmen Agradidi, illustrated by Michael Austin. So go ahead. I know, I'm so sorry if you guys can't see so well. We usually do this on a projector, right? But we're gonna do it this way this time. Okay, so I mentioned that the book is a Cuban folktale. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me what you think a folktale is? Yes, sir.
Tall tale.
It's a what?
A tall tale.
A tall tale. What else?
A fiction story.
It's a fictional story. Good job. What else? What other kind of story is a folktale specifically? Yes.
A story that's not true.
Yeah, sometimes it's a story that's not true. So it is usually a story that people tell from generation to generation. So sometimes it might be like a story you hear at bedtime that is not necessarily true, but is fun for our families to tell from like grandma to your mom and now to you. Okay, so we are going to just look at the pictures first and make some predictions. We're going to think about what might be happening to Martina, and then after we'll read the story to see what actually happens with her, okay? So I'll do my best to show you the pictures as best as I can. So here's this. Can somebody make a prediction? What do you think? What do we see in the picture? Yes.
We see Martina right there sitting.
You see Martina, she's sitting. You think this is Martina, right? Who could this for? Who are these people, we think? Yes, sir. You need some help? Okay.
Maybe her brothers.
Could be her brothers. Okay. Let's look at this one. What do we think what's going on here? Yes.
She's putting on glasses.
She's putting on glasses. Why might she be putting on glasses? Is this one Martina also? You think maybe it's her mom? Okay. Let's sit through a little bit. Can you guys see here? What do we think is going on here? Yes. Maybe she's just sitting watching the flowers. Let me go through the next 3 pages and let me think maybe what's going on, okay? What could be happening to Martina here? Maybe somebody's attacking them, so maybe somebody is in danger, or Martina's in danger. There's another page. What do we see in this one? Yes, sir. You see a black snake. There's another one. Yes. You can be a guess. You don't have to be right or wrong. Don't worry about whatever you think is right. Yes.
The grandma looking at some flowers.
You see grandma looking at some flowers. Yeah. Yes.
I think that
She's just hanging there by her feelers. Yes. Is the grandma sick? Yes.
I think the little rat's trying to make a potion for her or her grandma could feel better.
Oh, he's making a potion for her or the grandma so they can feel better. And then finally, yes. They give the potion to the grandma. Okay, so I heard that you guys think that maybe Martina's in danger, that maybe the grandma is there, either she's sick or to help her. and then maybe a mouse comes and helps them, rescue them, right? Okay, so let's start the story, and we're gonna find out what happens to Martina, the beautiful cockroach. And then we'll find out if our predictions were right. Remember, as we're reading the story, we're thinking about what are our main themes, or what are our main ideas, or what is, as it's a folktale, what is the story trying to teach us? What is the lesson the author is trying to show us in the story, okay? Let's get started. It says, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha was a beautiful cockroach. She lived in a cozy street lamp in Old Havana with her big, lovable family. Now that Martina was 21 days old, she was ready to give her leg in marriage. The Cucaracha household was crawling with excitement. Every señora in the family had something to offer. Tia Cuca gave her una peineta, a seashell comb. Mama gave her una mantilla, a lace shawl. But Abuela, her Cuban grandmother, gave her un consejo increíble, some shocking advice. Okay. Thank you for your attention, for ignoring distraction. You want me to do what? Martina was aghast. You are a beautiful cockroach, said Abuela. Finding husbands to choose from will be easy, but picking the right one could be tricky. But, stammered Martina, how will spilling coffee on a suitor's shoes help me find a good husband? Her grandmother smiled. It will make him angry. Then you'll know how he will act and speak to you when he loses his temper. Trust me, Martina, the coffee test never fails. Martina wasn't so sure. So what is Martina's, what is she trying to do? She's trying to what, I'm sorry? Yeah, what did her grandma tell her to do? Right, so she's trying to find a husband, and she wants to make sure she finds the right one, right? So her grandma comes up with the idea of a coffee test. Let's see what happens next. Meanwhile, Papa sent El Perico, the parrot, to spread the word. Soon all Havana, from the busy sidewalks of El Prado to El Moro Castle, was abuzz with the news. Martina, the beautiful cockroach, was ready to choose a husband. As was the custom, Martina would greet her suitors from the balcony under her family's many watchful eyes. Daintily, she sat down and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs. She didn't have long to wait. Don Gallo, the rooster, strutted up first. Martina tried not to stare at his splendid shoes. Keeping one eye on his reflection, Don Gallo greeted her with a sweeping bow. Caramba, you really are a beautiful cockroach. I will look even more fabulous with you on my wing. With that, he leaned forward and crooned, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina hesitated only for an instant. Coffee, senor? Why do we think that Martina's asking Don Gallo if he wants coffee?
Because she's gonna try to put it on her shoes.
Because she wants to put it on his shoes. Why does he want to put it on the shoes?
To see if he loses his temper.
To see, right, what the grandma said, if it's true. Good job. It says, right on cue, Abuela appeared. With a quick glance at her grandmother, Martina nervously splattered coffee onto the rooster's spotless shoes. Oh my, she said with mock dismay. I'm all feelers today. Kikiriki, the rooster was furious. Clumsy cockroach. I will teach you better manners when you are my wife. Martina was stunned. The coffee test had worked. A most humble offer, senor, she said coolly, but I cannot accept. much too cocky for me. Yes.
You can even see the coffee.
Yeah, we can see the coffee dripping from his shoes, right? Don Cerdo, the pig, hooked up next. His smell curled the little hairs on Martina's legs. What an unimaginable scent Martina used. It is some new pig cologne? Oh no, señorita. It's the sweet aroma of my pigsty. Rotten eggs, turnip peels, and stinky cheese. Don Cerdo licked his chops and sang, Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina had already left in search of coffee. She wasted no time with the pig. Gronk, gronk, squealed Cerdo as he dabbed at the coffee on his shoes. What a tragedy, my poor loafers. He really is quite a ham, thought Martina. Calm yourself, senor. I'll clean them for you. I'll say you will, he snorted. When you are my wife, there'll be no end to cleaning up after me. Martina rolled her eyes in disbelief. A most charming offer, senor, she said drily, but I must decline. You are much too boorish for me. The coffee test had saved her yet again from another unsuitable suitor. The pig was scarcely out of sight when Don Lagarto, the lizard, crept over the railings. His oily fingers brushed the little cockroach's lovely mantilla. You shouldn't sneak up on a lady like that. I don't sneak, I creep, he said, circling Martina. For some reason, this fellow bugged her. I've had enough of creeps for one day, said Martina. Adios. But I need you. Wait. The lizard fell on one scaly knee and warbled, Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, won't you be my wife? Martina sighed. Let me see if there's any coffee left. How do you think that Martina feels about Don Lagarto? How does she feel about him?
Annoyed?
She feels maybe annoyed? Yeah, it doesn't look like she likes him very much, huh? Yes.
It looks like she's getting frustrated.
Like she's getting frustrated too, right? Because how many times has she gone through this?
7 times.
Plenty, too many times for her, right? She doesn't want to deal with it anywhere.
He's getting mad.
Yeah, she might be getting mad. Let's see what happens. This time, she wasn't taking any chances. Martina returned with 2 cups for the lizard. He spat. Don Lagarto was livid. He changed colors 3 times before he finally found his true one. And to think, he hissed, I was going to eat or marry you. Martina stared at the lizard. You could have heard a breadcrumb drop. Food for thought, senor, Martina said icily. But I must refuse. You are much too cold-blooded for me. So she decided to refuse, right? Yes. His hat is flying away? Yeah, it looks like he jumped back, right, from the coffee. When her grandmother returned to collect the day's coffee cups, Martina was still fuming. I'm going inside, abuela. So soon? I'm afraid of whom I might meet next. Abuela drew Martina to the railing and pointed to the garden below. What about him? Martina looked down at the tiny brown mouse, and her cockroach heart began to beat faster. Tiki-tin, tiki-tin. Oh, abuela, he's adorable. Where has he been? Right here all along. What do I do? Go talk to him and just be yourself. Martina handed Abuela her peineta and mantilla, then scurried down to the garden. The mouse was waiting. Tiki-tin, tiki-tin. Hola, hello. His voice was like warm honey. My name is Perez. Hola, she whispered shyly. I'm Martina. The beautiful cockroach, he finished for her. You think I'm beautiful? The little mouse turned pink under his fur. Well, my eyes are rather weak, but I have excellent ears. I know you are strong and good, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. Then he squinted sweetly. Who cares if you are beautiful? Tikitan, tikitan. Why did they make that noise again? Why do you think they made that noise again? Tikitan, tikitan. Forgot. Is it their heart? Maybe she liked what you said. Martina, don't forget the coffee. It was abuela. Let's see. No, thought Martina. No coffee for Perez. Martina Josefina Carolina Cucaracha. See, abuela, Martina knew better than to argue with her Cuban grandmother. With a heavy heart, she reached for the couch. It looks like they're sick. Yeah. It looks like maybe she's doing something she doesn't want to do, right? She's not too happy about it. Perez got there first. Quick as a mouse, he splashed coffee cubano on Martina's shoes. Now the coffee was on the other foot. Martina was too delighted to be angry. At last she found her perfect match. She had to ask, "How did you know about the coffee test?" Perez grinned. "Well, mi amor, my love, I too have a Cuban grandmother." The end. So, now that we read the whole story, what do you think now was maybe the main idea or the message that the author was trying to share with us?
How to get a wife?
How to get a wife?
I think today's was about that you should choose the right man for you.
That when you grow up, if you're a girl, that you need to be careful to choose the right man? Okay. Yes.
I think the author is trying to teach us, I think he's trying to teach us that you should always think before choosing it, because you might not know if the guy you want, that you like, might be bad or good.
Yeah, so you have to think about, so, yeah, I think like in general, it just talks about how we need to pay attention to the people that we pick in our lives, whether it's somebody you are going to marry or the friends that you're going to keep. It also talks about family and how you see the bond, right? Between, do you think Martina and her grandma are close? Or do they not like each other? They don't talk very much. Yes.
I think it's close.
They might be close, right? Because there's somebody who didn't respect their grandma, would they listen to what they said?
No.
No? How might they act? Yeah.
Sad, but mean at the same time.
Maybe sad but mean, right? So, yeah, so it sounds like the author is just trying to tell us a folklore about family and about seeing what's right there. Because the mouse was there all along, right? But she had never paid attention to him. You guys enjoy the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thanks.
What did you record?
I recorded myself.
Why?
Hopefully.